In a world overwhelmed by powerful dragons, one type will step forth to say, knock it off. Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. We're here at episode 51 of Pokemon X, and the type I mentioned is Fairy type, which is the type of the gym here in Laver City, which will be the site of our, 6th badge, I think, here in the Kalos region. If we can manage to win, that is, of course. Welcome to everybody in the chat, because I do believe this will be a YouTube premiere featuring the victory that I perceive coming in the future here. As you just saw, we did a bit of a grinding montage to get ourselves up to speed for this gym, and I will say, of course, this is a little bit delayed, maybe. This should have been probably up over the weekend, this episode here, but I'll talk a little bit about, I was just kind of busy and all this stuff. I kind of already alluded to it in the community post on the most recent post on the community tab. Can't breathe. And, anyway, long story short, we're here now. Now, if you did watch the grinding montage, you may have picked up on the cool little fact that we got ourselves a couple new evolutions on the team. And without any further ado, let us show you who we're talking about. You can see the team right here. Both Caliburn and Springer have evolved. So we'll take a look at them in just a moment. We're going to go through the entire team, though. I've got level 37 is where we're aiming to for based off the highest level of the wild Pokemon south of Laver City. It was 32, so we went to 5 levels above that. Generally, that's a pretty good ballpark to aim for when we're taking on a gym, or about to take on a gym. So leading right now, we've got Blitz, the magnet-holding Raichu at level 37. He is a mild-natured Pokemon with the ability Static. He has Thunderbolt, Strength, Thunder Wave, and Grass Knot. Next is Scales, our level 40 Shelgon. He did get a little higher up because I did need to rely on him a little bit to deal with some of the wild Pokemon. He's at, let's say, level 40, holding Leftovers for some HP recovery. He has Rock Head for the ability. He is an Impish Pokemon, if I am not mistaken. And he's got Shadow Claw, Zen Headbutt, Bite, and Protect. Next up is Axel, also at level 40. Again, we needed him to jump in on a couple of wild, Quagsire to take down. He has the Black Sludge to recover some HP, much like Leftovers, but of course only works for poison types. He has Poison Point ability. He is a calm-natured Pokemon with Venoshock, Giga Drain, Stun Spore, and Worry Seed. Our first new evolution, sitting at level 37, is Caliburn, the new Doublade. He has the Eviolite, because even though he's pretty defensive, like 124 defense, might as well boost that up a little bit more, eh? In fact, other than our Shelgon, who is not going to see use in this gym, given that it's a Fairy-type gym, he's the only one that can actually even make use of the Eviolite at this point. He's got the No Guard ability, so all hits will land either by or against him. He is brave. Brave nature indeed. He's got Shadow Sneak, Aerial Ace, Night Slash, and Swords Dance. And our starter has finally evolved, which means, Springer, we're going to have a little talk here. If you get knocked out again, you are not taking any other Pokemon's chance of being on the team. You're gone. Alright? You've already used, 3? Take the hits, or what else was there? Recoveries, I guess? You've already taken 3. Anyway, Springer, our new Greninja at level 38. He has the Splash Plate just to boost up Surf attack a little bit. The ability, of course, is Torrent. Too bad it's not the hidden ability of Protein, but it's a standard ability. It's fine. He's got Lonely Nature. He is Surf, Cut, Grass Knot, and Water Shuriken. Now, I will say, I could probably teach some better attacks to some of our Pokemon. I will tell you, 2 Pokemon that are not going to be used in this gym, however, are going to be the ones that are on the screen that I just closed out of by mistake-cident. It's going to be Scales, down there. Yeah, Scales and Springer. So, Dragon and Dark are both weak to Fairy, so we're not likely going to be using them. But let's take a look at the bag and see if there's any TMs that we can teach that would help the rest of the fighters. I will try to go with Blitz for the start, because, actually no, Blitz and or Caliburn, our Doublade there, because they're both level 37. But let's see, so Poison, we already got Venoshock. So Poison and Steel, I believe, are the only 2 attack types that are good against Fairy types. So is there anything in the collection here that can help us in that sense? I'm looking for, there's Gyro Ball. Do we want to go with Gyro Ball for our Doublade? Because he is slow. And I believe it says, yes, the slower the user is compared to the target, the better the damage. So what could we replace? I think we got Aerial Ace on here, right? I can easily TM that back on. So I think it might be best to go with... But then there's Night Slash. But we don't have a TM for that. Do we? I don't think we do. Let's just go Aerial Ace. Makes sense. We could basically do a combo of Swords Dance, then Gyro Ball. As long as the other, like if the fairy has a secondary typing that is good against the steel type or ghost type, maybe not. But let's see just what else there is to make good use of. I could do this off screen, but I kind of want to be here with you folks as I throw out some, you know, brainstorming and such, but that's basically all we have to work with anyhows. Alright, so yeah, I think we'll let, just for the sake of not overpowering too much, we're going to let Blitz lead the way, and then Hone Edge can come, or sorry, Double Blade, I'm not even calling by name, Caliburn can come in to help out if need be. So let us first of all make sure we are prepperized with 20 of our super potions, 10 of our hyper potions. Did I do this off screen? I may have done just that. Alright, let us waste no time. Let's head right to the cool little dollhouse thingy that we already took a sneak peeky at. Can I, how do I, there's an item over there. How do I get that item? Where do I get the... Oh, look at this. Sneaky, sneaky. This is going to be what we need, isn't it? It's an ether. Well, definitely that could come in handy. Also, wait, I just want to check one more thing before we go too much further and I start describing why I'm so slack and why there's been such a delay. We're going to sort by type. So I want to see, do we have what you know I'm looking for right now? Do you know what I'm looking for? You don't? Well, let me tell you what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for something we do not have. I believe Double Blade evolves with a Dusk Stone, if I'm not mistaken. And we don't have one of them at the moment, it doesn't seem. Also, you know what? Let's take a quick moment. Let's expand this video. You know, it's been a while since we had a Pokemon X episode. Let's just make you wait a little bit longer as I see what kind of clothes might be available for us to dress ourselves up with. Also gives me time to mention how all of, I shouldn't say all of last week, much of last week, I was busy helping a friend with some moving stuff, some construction stuff, and that was leaving me. I really like this purple shirt. And it was leaving me just drained of energy. So by the end of the day, I would get home and be like, you know what, I'm just going to relax. Like, because early in the week, I was thinking I still have plenty of pre-recorded stuff for content. I had up until I think Wednesday prepared. I am going to buy this. I want that purple shirt. Look at that. Look at the styling. Oh, I see. It shows a little blue symbol on the upper left here showing that it's on the mannequin right now. I think we're good here. Technically, I'm going to see what the blue jeans look like. Because I tend to wear blue pants more than purple pants. I like that. Okay, just basic socks, I think I'm happy with that. They got black boots, and I do have those for IRL, but it's getting close to springtime, summertime. I'm going to keep the red shoes. I'm not going to write about them in my diary, but I think I'm okay with this. So let's change. And we got to pay for this, I'm sure. We can't just leave. Alright, look at the style. Look at the style. I'm styling. How do I zoom in? There we go. And how do I go? Oh, there we go. There we are. Look at that. Yeah. Alright, confirm. Now we're ready to take on the fairy type gym. I should be wearing purple, actually, now that I think about it. But I didn't know they had this on sale yet. Wow, looks great on you. One item. Oh, the blue jeans were my own. Neat. So I guess I paid for the purple ones at some point. But you know what? It's good to have purple pants in your catalog, your inventory. Everybody should have a nice, good pair of purple pants in their pockets. Alright, anyway, long story short, I was busy with, like I said, different, physical stuff that clearly, thanks to quarantine, my body is nowhere near prepared for or used to doing. And I just needed to unwind and stuff. And Wednesday evening, after I was done, I thought, okay, I can at least do a little bit of filming. I think I was doing grinding, or maybe that was the day before. But either way, when it came down to my final video that's been prepared is up now, I had a headache that day. Pretty bad headache. And I think it was because maybe there wasn't enough ventilation where we were working at and such. So I had to just say, you know what? No, I had enough stuff recorded until Friday. Over the weekend is when we lost some episodes. But, alright. Anywho, the important thing is we are here right now. The biggest building that's What? The biggest building in town is the biggest tree in the gym? Whatever. I can't read what you're saying, but it is the building right next to us. Did I talk to everyone here? I wonder. My Pokemon is always with me, so I'm never alone. What I'll do, I think, once we're done in here, I'm going to go right into the gym. Once the battle's done, that's it. We'll end the episode. I'll check the rest of the town out afterwards. Battle combo moves have different effects depending on the combination of fire, grass, and water. They exert great power in double and triple battles. Hey, do you still travel with a Pokemon a professor gave you? If you two have a strong bond, there's a special move you can learn. Want me to teach you a battle combo move? Okay, let me just see how much power we have behind Water Pledge. Not that it matters, I just realized we can't forget Surf right now, but I just want to see what the power is. Is it worth it eventually to get over Surf? Nope. Alright, it's only 80. Surf is definitely the better move. Alright, that's good to know. Now, if we had a double battle coming up in this gym, I might consider it, but I don't think we do. Fairy-type Pokemon. Fighting, Dark, and Bug-type moves are not as effective against them, and Dragon-type moves are not effective at all. Now, I thought that was interesting. I would have expected... Okay, so Fairy was brought in, as my intro alluded to be the counter to Dragons, because in many of the past generations, Dragons have been... the legendaries. We had in Gen 4, of course, Palkia, Dialga, Giratina. And in Gen 5, we had Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem. All of those are Dragon types. And just a lot of the pseudo-legendaries, like Dragonite, that's it. Actually, no, Garchomp is another example. Dragons are powerful. Haxorus. Hydreigon. So yeah, they thought, let's actually bring in something that's good against them. But I would have expected Dragon to just be resisted by Fairy, not Fairy be immune to it. Either way, I'm not complaining. I'm just like, I was surprised that we got a full immunity with the new type that they introduced in this generation. Alright, which way should we go? Left or right? Let me know in the chat. You want me to go left or right? I'll give you a few minutes to decide there. And I was going to talk about something else. Oh yeah, so another reason why I've been a little bit delayed with some of these episodes is in the midst of the work that we were doing, basically my daily stuff, daily life chores around here at the house were starting to fall by the wayside. So past couple days I've been trying to get caught up on that as well. Do you ever have what I call the pile? And I think other people refer to it as the pile as well. Basically a heap of miscellaneous stuff that you have in your room. For example, right now, if I still had a pile, I've already cleaned it, but if it was here, it would be over on the bed. That's where it lives for the day. Then it's time for me to go to bed. Okay, pile, you're going to move over to the chair. And then I go to bed. Wake up in the morning, got to sit at the computer. Okay, pile, you got to move somewhere. How about the bed? So you just keep shifting this stuff back and forth. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of right in my mind's eye because I'm making this up. I'm going to take the right portal. Excuse me, but yeah, the pile is just like, it's a thing, And not only my usual chores, but the pile as well has had to be dealt with. And I'm still not done completely everything, but I need to get this done as I can. Oh, can we actually sew some clothes? It's a sewing machine that can be operated using a foot pedal. Can be, but isn't be used. Well, okay. Isn't be operated by. I never really bothered to check any of this stuff. Probably because it is not interactable. Good call, Professor. It's a mannequin used by pattern makers when draping. I could have used something like that when I was doing some of my costumes. I've seen things where if people need like a form-fitting suit, like say like superhero spandex or something, they would have a friend help them actually wrap themselves like in a thin plastic and do like a duct tape casing over themselves, cut the casing, step out of course, then stitch it together. So they have an actual body shape of themselves to fit this costume over. And that's a pretty crazy cool idea. Of course, you wouldn't want to do that without the plastic wrap around yourself because you'd be peeling duct tape off your flesh. Ain't no one need to do that. Okay, what is this place? This is clearly a bathroom because there's a bath. It's a bathtub with ornate legs. I thought it only had orn 4 legs, not orn 8. Okay, anyway, what is this? It's a sink and mirror set that has been polished to perfection. I like how I sound so clueless. What is this? What's this weird thing that reflects my face back at me? Is it a scroll? Maybe not. I'm going to take this path. I'm just randomly going, I shouldn't be doing that. If anything, I've learned from Sabrina's gym in Kanto, it's that always either go up or down or side to side, because that way you're going to get your way to a trainer. I looked up to Valerie so much that I came here to learn from her. Who's Valerie? I don't even know that. I didn't read the mysterious statue at the start. Oops. Hey, it's Leafeon. We're battling Leafeon. You know what I mean by that? The name. Linnea. It's a little trick in Pokemon Go to guarantee your first Leafeon evolution. Level 40. Okay. Well, I don't. I would assume, probably incorrectly, but my assumption would be that Aruma Tise is probably the more offensive of the two fairies, Slurpuff being the other fully evolved fairy. So maybe its defenses are not great. We're going to just go straight up for a Magnet Boosted Thunderbolt. Can we do at least half? Not even quite, but it's going for the Attract. That's a problem. I'm fairly certain my entire team is boy-type Pokemon. So, I mean... So here we go. Whoa, okay. I was going to say, here we go. Start counting the number of turns I lose to Attract. This is going to hurt... No, okay. Special attack felt. That's not terrible. But, to be safe, we are going to go to our resistant Caliburn. I don't think we have much to fear, but fear itself, also known as Aromatisse. Flail does nothing. Excellent. That would have actually done quite a bit. So, we can just finish with Shadow Sneak. Don't fear the Attract. Take down the Aromatisse quickly. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Blitz took quite a hit. Caliburn picks up the spare. Alright, not bad, not bad. And of course, her level was 40. She only had one Pokemon, so we should see multiple Pokemon having more reasonable levels, I guess. I still have a lot to learn about both fashion and Pokemon battles. If I want to be amazing like Lady Valerie, what I want to do is Super Potion. Let's get Blitz back up to 1 point from full. I guess I'll live with that. Imagine wasting a whole other Super Potion for 1 HP. Honestly, I probably should. Okay, I'm going to do a little thing. As I said, in Sabrina's gym, it's best to keep going up or down or left and right. Don't mix and match. Since I did diagonal that last room, I'm going to keep going diagonals. Let's see where that takes us. It should eventually get us to where we want to go, right? What is this room? This room is a neat room. A lot of these look like Animal Crossing type rooms. Who out there has played Animal Crossing regularly throughout your lives, basically? I've been a fan of many of them. Did I ever tell anybody the story of why I broke down and stopped playing Animal Crossing? Let's get this fight underway, and I'll share the grisly details with y'all. This fur-sewed girl had her clothing designed by the one and only Valerie. How do I look? I must live up to Valerie's beautiful design by displaying an equally beautiful battle technique. You must indeed. You are Kali. I remember I knew someone that had a cat named Callie, and she warned me that, you know, Callie can be vicious, and I'm like, oh, she's just a little kitten. How can that be? And as soon as I was petting her, those back claws shredded my hand very rapidly, and I was like, ow. But having been warned, I had no one to blame but myself, and I was like, okay, I've learned my lesson. Not that it stopped me from trying to pet the cat later on. She became more used to me and such, but still, that first encounter, wow. Okay, anyway, what was I going to talk about? Yes, the reason that I initially lost interest in playing Animal Crossing. Now, if you're not sure what Animal Crossing is, it's basically a life simulator kind of thing. Think of it like kind of The Sims or something. And I feel like anyone that's watching this channel knows what Animal Crossing is, but I feel like I should just explain. At its core, it basically is you live in a town with various animal villagers, and you're running away, and you form relationships and friendships with them. This is kind of spooky. And so there's the different personalities of the villagers, the animals and such, and don't do this! Don't do this! At least Azumarill takes itself out. Would that have been a pure power Azumarill? See, that's what I was worried about. But I thought the Thunderbolt would have maybe done the trick. Okay. We have just a Dene coming back in. I feel like I don't want to use Axel. He's already level 40. Let's go with Caliburn. He can use more experience. But this actually kind of leads into what I'm talking about as far as Animal Crossing goes. The losing of a, you know, cherished member of your group. So, when I was playing, I think it was the Wii version. And that was the last one I played. I'm going to go Shadow Sneak. Take this thing out. So, playing the Wii version, and one of the first villagers you get, so you start off with 6 villagers in your town. I'm not reading what you have to say. You start off with 6 villagers, and one of, like, so there's 6 different personality types. One of them is sort of like a gruff, angry guy, which I will say, as games have gone on in Animal Crossing, they've really softened the angry characters. Like, there was male and female, kind of like, you know, jerk characters, and they were really nasty in the first Animal Crossing on GameCube, but when the Wii version came out, by that point, they'd gone through several different games, and they actually weren't really that mean anymore. They still sounded gruff. Anyway, the important thing is, there was a character called Camo Frog, a frog with camouflage colors on him, that had been... They're one of the first 6 villagers in my town. Okay, what I gotta do is switch someone around here. We will hold your memorial in a little bit. Actually, you know what? Yes, let's just keep shifting you all the way to the back. Not that we're gonna use our Dark or Dragon, but you never know. But so Camo Frog was one of the main villagers. Now I would always play Animal Crossing where sometimes the villager will ask. See, this is why I usually don't do the diagonals, because I'm back here. Usually, you'll have the villagers say, like, you know, I feel like moving out of town. And they give you the option to talk to them and say, you know, oh, feel free to, or don't go. I would always say feel free to, because when they go to someone else's town, they will talk about the town they came from. So they'll tell people about my town, say, oh, I lived over there with Chaz, and this was the town tune. Oh, and this is an item that he gave me, and, you know, stuff like that. So I would always tell Camo Frog, wait. Let's try that again. This is not the way Sabrina's is set up. Interesting. So, Camo Frog would say, you know, I feel like moving, and I'd say, bye. And then he'd say something like, well, I guess that means we weren't as close of friends as I thought we were. I can't let that stand. Clearly, we still have some more friendship to make. I'm not moving after all. So he would change his mind and stay. And honestly, he did that like 4 or 5 times. And I was like, you know what? He keeps choosing not to leave. I think... And like, he was the last of the 6 initial members that was still in my town. I'm like, I think this is my best friend. You know, in this town. This is like the guy. So I thought, yeah, next time he wants to leave, I'm going to tell him don't. I want him to stay now for sure. So one day I'm doing my daily chores, you know, digging up my money rocks and like fishing and grabbing bugs and stuff. And I go over to his house and walk in. He's all packed up. And he says, I didn't know how to tell you this, so I guess I'll just tell you. I'm leaving tonight. And right here, this thing in the chest, I was like, I didn't even get the chance to tell him to stay that time. Midnight came around. Not only was him and his possessions gone, he took his house with him. And I tried playing again after that for the next little while. I'm like, it's just not the same. So, anyway, that's the end of my Animal Crossing adventures. How's yours going, everybody? Don't we just look like a bunch of dolls in a dollhouse? Murderous dolls. 'Cause I've lost a Pokemon. Alright, Bialik, let's go with Kliefki. Actually, this ain't that bad. Because, of course, Fairy type being weak to poison. A Steel type is good because it does resist poison. But at least our Gyro Ball will hit neutral still. Who's quicker? I want to be slower. Thank you. Imprison, don't have Gyro Ball. Don't have Gyro Ball. Don't have Gyro Ball. Thank you. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to use it. That's alright. Would a Shadow Sneak do better? Let's find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Go! What if they... No, I thought this before. What if they made a Pokemon Go style game based around Dragon Ball? You're going to foul play me? I'm going to try to Shadow Sneak you. Get out of here. But I was picturing this like after playing Pokemon Go and seeing how that interacts with the map and stuff. Would you stop hitting me super effectively? Let's get out of here, Klefki. I thought, wouldn't it be neat to have a game like you're walking around, again, like Pokemon Go, checking the map, and you can see, like, say there's a Dragon Ball a few blocks up, but on the map there's also, like, say, the Saiyans, like Nappa, Vegeta are flying around, and you have to try to avoid them. But maybe there's others, like, say, Tien, Yamcha on the map. If you walk to them, they join you. I think that would be a pretty cool thing. This thing can crunch, I think, although that's physical, and physical defense on Axel's not great. I think it's safest for us to go to Axel. I could just heal Caliburn, though. I'm going to do that. See, I've been watching too much of Shady Penguin's adventure of that Radical Red ROM hack that it's set up as in you can't use items in battle. I'm like, do I want to try that? I mean, eventually I do want to try that, but I don't know if now is the time. I think let's just play... Oh, Roar. Let's just play as we're playing. Don't bring in Springer, thanks. Huh. Do I want to? I actually do not want to do anything with Springer here on the field. So I'm going to switch back to Caliburn. Although this is not bad because I do want to get Springer up to level 40. I want to get everybody to level 40 because that is when I can finally start bringing back Pokemon from the past games. Don't paralyze me. I am going to stop giving suggestions to these opposing Pokemon. Now, my speed should be horrible at this point. Get out of here, Granbull. Critical hit at that. Nice. Alright, any level ups? No, that's fine, though. What's coming in? Kirlia. Hey, you're weak to both Gyro Ball and the Shadow Sneak. However, again, speed being what it is, I think Gyro Ball will do the most damage to you. And you are going to Magical Leaf my swords. We're going to cut right through that. We're going to make sashimi out of... Isn't sashimi like fish, though? Would you classify a leaf as a fish? If so, can you tell me why you would do that? Because that hurts my brain. That don't make no kind of sense. Unlike dolls, Pokemon are living, breathing creatures that can get destroyed if it's a Raichu. Thank you very much for reminding me. Alright, let's go ahead, Paralyze Heal. Where might those be? Right here. Okay. And, no, I was going to say something. I'm going to save it as a surprise secret thing. Okay, where does this one take us? I believe we came in through that top one. Hey, Valery's right over that way. We're going to find her soon. A full-length mirror that makes you feel as though you'll be sucked right in. Is it the reveal glass? A vanity mirror is attached to the dresser. I could do makeups. Can I see the lamp? It's a brilliantly bright standing lamp. Can I go in the closets? There's nothing in there. How am I going to avoid Jimmy? Alright, let us take this teleporter now. Where does this one bring us over to? The bathroom. Okay, I believe... I came in from this one initially. I went to the corner one. Where's this corner one take us again? This one is mysterious. Okay, I am getting lost. Hang on. This place is warping my mind. Okay, so I believe we didn't take the bottom right one just yet. So let's see where that one goes. This is a new room. You haven't been here yet. Is that a computer? It's a rather ornate bureau. That's not a computer. Can I sleep on the bed? Check this out. I can't even sit on it? Ah, it's a massive bed complete with a canopy. Why can't I sit on it then? We're getting attacked. Did you know that a certain type of move has no effect against our beloved fairy-type Pokemon? Yeah, someone outside told me that. That's why Scales is getting no battling in this gym, Catherine. There's that Slurpup. Again, I expect this will be more defensive. I shouldn't have healed the paralysis, now that I think about it. At least not yet, because that would have helped power Gyro Ball up. I am going to need to go heal. to restorate my energies. As I said at a previous gym challenge, I'm not going to be adding anyone to the team, but what I should do, since I'm going to go heal, I'm going to put Blitz in the injured box in the PC, because if we do encounter something like, for example, that roaring Grand Bull, I don't want... So once we heal, Blitz will be back up to full as well, but if he's still on our team, then there's a chance that he might get roared in. So I'd rather put him away so that we can't accidentally use him in battle. There are some types of moves that are very strong against fairy types, like you just used. Good old steel type. Alright, can I back navigate my way through here? What type of move has no effect against fairy type Pokemon? I think you know the answer. Now, if I take this teleporter, I think that takes us to Valerie, but is there a way out of there? I'm not risking it. I'm going to backtrack my whole way through here. I think there was. I think I saw a green one. Now, this takes us out, I think. No, it does not. Okay, I am lost and dazed and confused. And you wouldn't think... Actually, no. You would think that a three-story house with no stairs would be confusing to navigate, wouldn't you? Fun fact. There was a staircase on the bottom floor of my house that led into our basement. It's no longer there anymore. The only way to get into my own basement is to go outside in the freezing cold. When it's cold, of course. It's not that cold right now. Actually, today it's kind of. But I am lost. Did this take us out? Can I was gonna say, can I even just dig out of here? And I don't think I can, because pretty sure no one has dig. Why is this so confusing and complicated? This is not helping my professor credentials. Wait, what is this? Nothing? Fine. Get me out of this house. Get me out of this house. No. Okay, this one teleporter here. Can anyone tell... Okay, in the chat, start screaming it at the top of your keyboards. What teleporter do I take to leave this place? And in the process, let me know what teleporter I take to come back through. Because I kind of need to know that. Now, are they like one-to-one connected? Or, say, does teleporter 1 go to 2, but then 2 goes to 3 or something like that? Alright, we're out. Let's go heal. And let's go deposit for Blitz. Now, at this point of the game, though, since we are getting high up in the levels and I can start bringing back previous Pokemon, I'm not too upset if we do lose somebody. Like, for example, Blitz, he's had a good run here. In fact, like, could you imagine if I did leave him unconscious or, you know, injured after the, was it Geosenge snipe session that Karina hit us with? I mean, it wouldn't have been ideal, but, oh, we're already in the injury boxes, as if fate knew what was going to happen. Okay, actually, we should take your item too, though. Item and takesies. Not that it's going to help anyone else on our team at the moment. Yeah, let's leave the injury box open. I feel like we may possibly need it. Who knows? But that does leave... That's Caliburn in the lead, is it not? Yes, it is. So we essentially, type-wise, we've only got 2 Pokemon that we're going to rely upon to take on this gym. So, let me know. Give me some encouragement right now in the chat. I want to hear everybody, even if it's only 1 or 2 people, I want to hear everyone in the chat saying Arugula. And if you don't know what Arugula has to do with victory, I'll explain once I win. Because I know I'm going to win if enough of you chant Arugula. If you don't know how to spell it, look it up. Just go to Google, type it in, see how it's spelled. You ever do that, though? I mean, obviously, if you don't know how to spell it, how are you going to type it into Google? But there's times when... I feel like I know how to spell a lot of words. You know, I have the best words sometimes. And if I don't know how to spell a certain word, I'll type it into Google the way it sounds. And then, you know, then Google gives you the autocorrect. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's how you spell that. So as long as you know how to sound it out and can sort of visualize what... Oh, see, we couldn't have left. Because that's not active until we defeat her. But Google's great. You know, Google lets you use Google Maps. You can see a street view of where you're trying to walk if you've never been there before. Google's great. Alright, without any further ado, wait, let's do something like this. I think it's time to get this show on the road. And the reason I say that is because that might be a good shot for the trailer, basically. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Oh, if it isn't a young trainer. So you've flown all the way through my gym, fluttering down to me. You're actually on the top floor. On a fortunate wind. Then I suppose you have earned yourself the right to a battle as a reward for your efforts. I am Valerie, who leads this fairy-type gym. I hope your visit will prove entertaining to you. The elusive fairy types may appear frail as a breeze and delicate as a bloom, but they are strong. Look back on one of our previous episodes when Jiggy the Jigglypuff tried making his way through Reflecting Cave, and you'll see how strong a fairy type can really be. Alright, Mawile is coming in for a while. Hopefully not for too long, though. Do we see Mega Evolution from Mawile? Actually, that's a thing. Will we see any of the gym leaders use Mega Evolution? Because I don't recall if they do have that or not. Alright, I think let's... They can get stuff like Crunch and Bite and such, but we have the Eviolite. There's the Crunch. As long as my defense stays perfectly where it's at, I think I'll be fine. Thank you. Swords dance it up. So, clearly it outspeeds us, which means our Gyro Ball should be decent. This is a Fairy and Steel type. So, it's like Klefki. But that does mean it is still at least neutral to... Oh, not bad. Countering the Swords dance with an Iron defense of your own, but a critical hit tears through that. Or would have. So this is actually not that good because, of course, being Steel, it's also immune to poison. And that's our other kind of ace in the hole here as far as our Pokemon go. That was a critical this time? Okay, yeah, I guess. I'm still thinking criticals might do double, but that's how long it's been since I sat down to play this. So we should be fine to Gyro Ball then, I think. So if they've done a total of 52, that means I think regular hits are about, say, 25 or 20-ish. We should be okay even if they crunch us again with a critical. I'm not really doing full mathematics, I'm just assuming. Yeah, it did 20, okay. And Gyro Ball, now it's +2, countering that Iron defense. Not bad. I feel like I should heal, though. Or should I keep things interesting? No. I need to keep our Caliburn until he evolves once again. So spoilers, he will become Aegislash someday. But not today. Unless I can find, I believe, like I said, a Duskstone. And if you know if a Duskstone does evolve Doublade, do not tell me in the chat. Let that be a surprise for me and everybody. If I see one person say Duskstone evolves this, then I'm going to close my eyes. Alright, I think... Let's just try Shadow Sneak. If we can take it up before they heal, that'd be great, but it is at +2. I'm only at +4. I think we still get it, though. Alright, at least that's one Hyper Potion to not worry about. Well, one Pokemon to not worry about Hyper Potioning. That might have actually been kind of bad. Because now that could be 2 Hyper Potions for their final Pokemon. Alright, Mr. Mime, what do you have against our swords? You can't do nothing, I don't think. I'm saying that with no idea. Oh, stop with the defensive boosts! Have I used 2 Swords Dances? Or am I still just on the 1? I think I used 2. Ooh! Wait! Does No Guard ignore stuff like shields? I do not know. Yes, we have used 2 Swords Dances. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go for the Gyro Ball. But yeah, let me know. So this is one I would like you to let me know in the chat if you know the answer. Does No Guard ignore Reflect? See, I don't think it would. I believe because there's a special, there's an ability called Infiltrator, which has that effect. So, I don't think No Guard would. I think No Guard just means the attacks will never miss. But with that, I think Sylveon is Sylvie gone. Not bad. Caliburn soloed this whole gym leader. Not quite leveling up. That's fine. I hope the sun is shining tomorrow. That would be reason enough to smile, because I'm going to be crying myself to sleep all night long. Well, if it's all night long, that means you won't fall asleep, so how could you cry all night long? Whatever. Yes, that was a fine battle. I shall reward you for this great victory. This is the Fairy Badge. You know, Fairy type being new, we didn't have time to really think of a clever name for it. So we're just going to name it by its type. And it's yours now. Its beauty is captivating, is it not? Ah, do forgive me. I was so captivated. I forgot for a moment that it is yours. Alright there, Whitney. Taking your time to hand me my badge that I earned. I get the Fairy Badge. This captivating Fairy Badge will endear any Pokemon up to level 80 to you. Yes, even those Pokemon that you may receive from others will obey you. I also wish to award you this TM Dazzling Gleam. Please consider it a personal gift from me, not simply the winnings of a battle. It is Dazzling Gleam nice. Pretty sure Roserade can pick that up. Will it be useful? I guess it's special, special offensive. Oh, my, what a curious feeling. I can't seem to recall any longer which move is contained in that TM. It just said on the menu screen. Or the context screen. Can't you read that? I hope you might forgive me. My designs are said to be rather mystifying. Do you agree with that? I've always wanted to be a Pokemon, you see. That desire is my inspiration and what I try to achieve by designing. Just go see Bill in Kanto, he'll help you. And yet, the only time I feel I am truly one with Pokemon is when we are embroiled in desperate battles. I wonder why that is. Could it be? Never mind. It is nothing, kind trainer. She's mysterious. This is weird. I'm getting out of here immediately before I was going to talk to you. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Again, go see Bill. He'll turn you into a Clefairy. That's fine. And it's a fairy type, which I'm sure you're a big fan of. Alright. So, in the end, what do you say? You found the gym leader and beat her. No small feat. Super sweet. We put your name on those mysterious statues. Give them a poke. They're surprisingly soft. Neat. Alright, we see that, of course. I am the certified trainer. It'd be funny if they eventually threw a random person at you, so you don't even get a holo clip. You just get attacked, and it's raining. But I was going to say, it'd be funny if random names appeared on those mysterious statues at some point, just to give the illusion that there's still other people going through this region, because technically, I'm the only person that beat this gym so far, and any of the gyms so far. Are there no other trainers in this region? Or are they all just terrible, and I'm not? I did lose a Raichu, so I can't really claim that.
Hey, that's the Fairy Badge. It's so cute and sparkly. Know what? We're going to go tour the Pokeball Factory. Come with us.
I'm interested in Pokeballs because they're used to catch Pokemon. Sky is blue. To put it another way, I'm utterly fascinated by them. And off they go. Alright, you folks have fun. I'm heading to the Pokemon Center for a nice heal. So I think not all of us being not me, but my Pokemon, have hit level 40, so we still can't yet retrieve a previous Pokemon, but we are getting close now. I do want to take a quick look-see and see how many will be coming at what rate, basically. Because currently, our team, the lowest I believe is 38 with Springer. Indeed, so we're getting close to 40. And we're going to be able to, of course, Sailor, I know, is the most recent one. Or the first, not deposit, the first one that we're going to see. No. I wish Organized Boxes was at the top. That's the one that you always want to use. So we got Sailor level 40, 41, 43, 3, 44, 4. Okay, so we're going to be getting some options very soon to retrieve. Basically, we'll soon get a full team of Pokemon. I hope. I've just jinxed that, haven't I? We're about to lose Springer in the next episode. Are we? I don't know. But anyway, that is it for today's YouTube premiere of Pokemon X. I want to thank everybody who was here in the chat hanging out with me during the premiere. And if you're watching this not stream, but post-premiere, feel free to stay tuned to the channel for future premieres. There are still 2 gyms left to go, if I'm doing my math right. And, of course, if there's any other major events, like, I don't know, some sort of a random legendary appearance, whatever, if that's even possible, that might be a premiere as well. But just stay tuned to the channel. If you're not a if you're not a subscriber, feel free to click that subscribe button to see updates when new videos are coming your way, especially if you click that bell button for notifications. And if you want to sponsor our channel and help support my adventures, click the join button down below. See what perks are available for our 2 different tiers that are set up if you would like to, as I say, sponsor. And with that, I think the range is cleared up. What a glorious day. Thank you folks for watching today's episode. That's cool. Professor Chaz is now signing off on a happy note. Sorry, Blitz, and I'll catch you next time.